When faced with fear, how can we overcome it? That's what I learned from climbing this mountain, Mt.Ishizuchi, the highest peak of the Western Japan.
So after seeing the news that Mount Ishizuchi was covered in snow, I completely felt it is impossible to climb there. However, when I later called Mount Ishizuchi officials, I learned that the snow had already melted and there were people climbing the next day. Also, when I talked to the staff of the guest house, they suggested that if it seemed too difficult, I could always turn back. And it did make sense to me, so I decided to take on the challenge of climbing again.
Yeah guys, good morning. So it's the next day and then finally the day of climbing. So it's 7:20. Just prepared a lot of stuff to check out. It took me. I was gonna leave here at 7, but it's okay. So I'm gonna have a breakfast in the restaurant that is next to this Shikoku, yeah. And then I've got to have energy for climbing. So then I'm going to the place where I can get in the ropeway to get to the point where you start climbing. Okay, yeah, let's go. 双葉さんですね。Okay, it's the morning set. いただきます。
Mount Ishizuchi is located on the border between Saijo City and Kumakogen Town, boasting the highest peak in the Western Japan and is counted among Japan's 100 famous mountains and 100 landscapes. Its name was named after stone hammers called Ishizuchi from ancient Jomon and Yayoi periods in Japan, as the mountain's shape resembles these ancient tools. On clear days, you can see not only the Seto Inland Sea, but also mountains in the Chugoku and Kyushu regions. The elevation is 1,982 meters. Specifically, Mount Ishizuchi refers to a mountain complex consisting of Mount Tengu at the highest peak, Mount Misen, where the summit of Ishizu Shrine is located, and the Nansenpo Peak. There are two main climbing routes, the Joju route, which starts from the ropeway on the Saijo City side and ascends from Joju Shrine, and the Tsuchigoya route, which goes through the Ishizuchi skyline to ascend from Tsuchigoya. The latter is more popular among visitors and allows car access up to nearly 1,500 meters. With its relatively gentle and easy to walk trail, it's recommended for beginners. I'll explain why I chose the former route later. Above all, as I began my journey to deeply understand this country and traveled around Shikoku, I learned about this mountain that boasts the highest peak in the Western Japan. I decided I couldn't pass without experiencing it. And from Imabari station where I was staying, it's about an hour's drive to the Mount Ishizuchi ropeway station.
Guys, I have just stopped in at the convenience to buy lunch, and then on my back you can see the mountains, and then one of them should be the Ishizuchi mountain. So yeah, it's gonna take 30 more minutes from here to drive there. So yeah, let's go. So I have to submit this planning of climbing document to the police station of this Saijo city. I'm gonna fax it. Hey guys, so I'm now wearing clothing for climbing. Never worn a hat, but I did my first time actually in the past 10 years, I don't 20 years. So anyway, so I finally got to this ropeway Noriba, and this is the ropeway. Yeah. Wow, it's nice to, like the koyo, like autumn leaves. You can still see them here. And it's going up there. Right. And then now it's 10 o'clock. That's kidding. So it costs 2,200 yen. It's about 16, 17 bucks for going up and down using this ropeway. And I thought there's no way to, miss the last train, which is gonna leave at 5 o'clock p.m. But I asked the lady at the front desk, and what if I miss the ropeway? Then there's actually a place where you can stay here. So that's, I don't know how it's like, but she said people can stay there overnight. So I was thinking maybe, I don't know, if really when I wanna see the sunrise, maybe I can stay there for a night, then leave in there very early morning to get the sunlight. at the peak. I don't know if that's possible.
As I mentioned earlier, there are two main routes to the summit, the Joju route and the Tsuchigoya route. With the former, it takes about 2 hours and 30 minutes from the ropeway to the summit of Mt.Ishizuchi. It's approximately 3.6 kilometers long and features many steep climbing sections. The Tsuchigoya route accesses the mountain through Tsuchigoya at an elevation of about 1,500 meters via the Ishizuchi skyline. From Tsuchigoya to the summit of Mt.Ishizuchi is 4.6 kilometers one way. It's a hiking course that takes about 2 to 2.5 hours and features relatively gentle paths. I chose the Joju route not only because it's closer to Imabari, but also because it allows me to challenge all 4 chain sections on the mountain. Chain sections are areas where you climb the mountain using chains, and on the Tsuchigoya route, you can only try 2 out of the 4 sections. Also, from my research, the road to the Tsuchigoya route is narrower and at a higher elevation than the Joju route, which could make driving more difficult. Therefore, I chose the Joju route.
Okay, so it's just started. Okay. Wow. Nice weather. Oh.
本日は石口登山ロープウェイをご利用いただきありがとうございます。これより標高450メートルの山麓下谷駅から1300メートルの山頂上州駅まで7分30秒の空の旅に皆様をご案内いたし
So
ま
it's
す。
gonna take about 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Mt.Ishizuchi was first opened as a religious site about 1,300 years ago by Enno Ozuno, the founder of Shugendo, and the deity Ishizuchi Hikono Mikoto is worshipped here. As a sacred site of Shugendo, it became known as a training ground during the Nara period from the 8th century onward and is counted as one of Japan's 7 sacred mountains. Shugendo is a unique Japanese religion that originated in Yoshino in Nara prefecture and Mount Koya in Wakayama prefecture, combining ancient Japanese mountain worship with elements of Buddhism and Shinto, viewing the mountains as sacred spaces where spirits of the dead dwell. Shugendo practitioners, called Yamabushi, undergo training in harsh natural environments, seeking spiritual enlightenment and supernatural powers. They worship the mountain as a sacred place and train both body and mind through ascetic practices and meditation in the mountains. It is said that even Kukai, Kobo Daishi, once trained in this mountain.
この斧を研いで針にするとのこと。
Wow,
この
taka.
言葉に感銘し、まもなく山頂上州駅に到着でございますが、ご乗車誠にありがとうございました。
Okay, Sancho Jojeki. So yeah, just left the station. So let's go up. Inside, you can sit and take a rest and then buy some, stuff. And so it's the, ski, snowboard. People do snowboarding here. Ski. So there is a ski. Wow, すごい. Wow, that's amazing. Amazing view. Shizuchiyama Joju. Okay. 空気が澄んでる. Feel the fresh air. Joju Shrine about 20 minutes. And then so I just started climbing about 5 minutes ago. And now it's 10:20. Okay. Let's keep going. Oh, there's a house and then it says from here it's gonna be Joju Shrine. Hey, how do people build houses in such a place? First I was wearing a coat, but I thought it's gonna be too warm, so I just took it off. And I think it's important to make adjustments in terms of the clothing so that you don't sweat too much. That could, make you feel colder. Oh, here's a ryokan. マジか。このようにryokanあるんだ。Wow. So there's a place where you can stay at the top of the mountain actually. But now it's off season, so they are not opening. So probably this is where you can stay. Only if you miss the ropeway. Wow. ちょっと お参りしますか。へえ。Wow, I never thought there's a shrine in a place like this. Wow.
Here, let me share the origin of this Joju shrine. Named after the Japanese word Joju, meaning to achieve, Joju Shrine's story begins with Ozno, Mt.Ishizuchi's founder. During his attempt to reach the summit, he encountered an elderly man sharpening an axe, claiming he would turn it into a needle. Inspired by the old man's determination, who was later revealed to be the great deity of Ishizuchi, Ozno renewed his efforts and successfully established the mountain as a religious site. From this historical episode, this place was named the Joju Shrine, and even today, people from across the country visit to pray for the fulfillment of their wishes, making it a sacred site that symbolizes both indomitable spirit and the realization of aspirations.
So I've asked the person in the shrine, and he told me that if you miss the last ropeway, you can stay in this ryokan if they have a available space. And he said today there's not so many people climbing, so they must be fine. They must be fine. Okay, that makes me feel better. Right. So here it says things you need to be aware of when you are climbing this Ishizuchi mountain. The 7 rules. Be aware of the mountain weather. Then safety is the number 1 priority. 行動は慎重に. Yeah. Be ready for the emergency. So that you have to have food, equipment, clothing, and then 単独登山はしない. Oh, usually you have to climb with a group. So, okay, I should be aware of that. Don't walk at night. And then 6 is kind of interesting. Mountains don't run away. So you don't have to climb today. You can climb anytime tomorrow. And then also submit the plan for climbing. As I've faxed to the document to the police station inside your city, you can also submit the document to the ryokan hostels around here. Okay. Also, the emergency call 110 110番ね. Okay. Yeah, now it starts going down. Right. It's makes me feel easier when I see the sign that says to get to the point it takes about how many minutes. That way I can feel not the ultimate goal, but yeah. Okay, here. So it's Sancho. It's gonna take 3.5 kilometers from here, just right after you pass Joju. And then there's a bathroom actually. So yeah, okay, good. Okay, I just walk about 10 minutes and it just keeps going down. Then we have 3 kilometers left. And then, so probably from now, I have to start going up. I don't know. So here's the gate of Ishizuchi Shrine. Right. 賽銭箱もあるよ。Yeah, where you can put the coins. I'm gonna just bow. Okay, I have to be on the left side of the center to avoid the the path where God walk on. Okay. Oh. It's becoming a little chilly. So yeah. Wow. Nice views. Wow. View this. Oops, sorry. Finished climbing this steep stair. And now from here you see the sign saying 2.5 kilometers to the top. Okay. I should get some water. And you have to make sure you drink water accordingly. This time I brought about 1.2 liters of water since I wanna, use some for avoiding the stuff at the top. So yeah, that's why. Shimiru, umai. Okay, let's go. So up until now, it's now 11:05. So it's almost 1 hour since I started climbing, and then I haven't really encountered anyone who's climbing other than me. But finally I saw someone in front of me who is walking. Just greeted him, and then he was from Osaka. And then I thought, by his pace, I guess I thought it may be difficult for him to come back here before the last train. So I told him that that he can stay in the ryokan near the shrine, and he said thank you. So yeah, he didn't know about that. So I'm glad I told him. So when you climb, you got to be well prepared, thinking about the possibilities that could happen. Okay. So now it's 11:15, and so I think this mountain, at first of course it was easy to just going down and going up, but somehow it started to have a stairs that's a little steep, and the ground is a little like that. It looks a little fragile to me. So, well, if you have issues with your feet or body, I recommend not to climb. Okay. 登り続けてます。I keep climbing. But after passing about 1 hour, it's got a little steeper, and it makes me more tired. ちょっと疲れてきました。まだ大丈夫です。ですが、なかなか階段が続きますね。All these stairs are going to continue. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I got to the point where there's 1.7 kilometers to the top of the mountain, and here's actually something I want to see. So there are 4 places you can climb the mountain by climbing this chain, and then there are four chains like this. And then the first one that you see right now is called Tameshi no Kusari. It in Japanese means like chain of try. I mean, Tameshi means in 2 meaning. One is just you just try to see how it's like, but the second meaning is like like a real challenge. It's like challenge you to see how much you can do. And then here I thought, when I hear this Tameshi no Kusari, I thought since it comes at first, I thought it would be like the easiest one, but actually this is like a chain of challenge. So like the second meaning. So this one, you go up 48 meters, and you have to also climb down by this chain. It's like 19 meters, and then so this one, the other 3 chains you can only just climb up, so it's easier. So this means like if you pass this one, you can pass the other 3 with no problem. So that's what it means. So I don't wanna stuck at the top, not being able to climb down. So I'm gonna skip this one, and then I'm gonna try from the first one. All right, let's go. So you can actually try not try this one and then go around to so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, even without trying, there's like this stair going down is very steep, so you gotta be very careful. So it looks like there's like a shop that's selling like water in here, but I think it's already abandoned. Wow, すごい. Oh my gosh, look at the view. すごいね. Wow, impressive. So I should keep going. So when the sign at the chain said that it takes about 1.5 hours from here. Okay, I think the pace isn't that bad. It's been about 1 hour and how many minutes? 1 hour and a half I've climbed up, so it's gonna take 1.5 more. Oh, I haven't explained about the clothing I bought this time. So these are the ones I already have, but the things I bought is this globe for chain, and then like the hat, just in case I don't want to wear, but yeah, it can help. And also these trousers I already had. This is like, better than just a formal, like, how to say, the pants. And then this one is, I also wear tights. I don't know how to say, feet warmer inside. And then for the clothing, so I wear, besides this parka, I wear two more inside, half sleeve and then long sleeve. And then also the most important thing I bought this time is this shoes. This one I bought. It's like a running shoes, I think, but the sole is better than just wearing like a sneaker for climbing. So I think I do have a feeling of grabbing the ground. So I think it's better than just wearing a sneaker. It was like 3,700 yen かな. Yeah, in what was it? Walkman, I bought this thing. So yeah, hope it's gonna help someone who wants to climb. Okay, let's go. So along the way, around the path to the top, you can see these board that explains about plants and the vegetation in the mountain. And this one is about the bunaring. I think this one is bunaring, maybe. Okay. I just actually saw the squirrel, so couldn't shoot since I was on the stair. So yeah, there must be a lot of animals living in this mountain. Okay. So this is the stair, and you still see like the ice left on the stair. So I think the snowing the day before yesterday was very severe, since yesterday was a sunny day, but still they have it. Yeah, you gotta be really careful about the weather if you want to climb. I've been watching the weather forecast for the past 2-3 weeks. Then since the 2 weeks ago, the weather wasn't really nice, so I postponed it to climb. Okay, from here it's gonna take 1.5 kilometers. I'm just gonna take a okashi snack. I have a snack here. I'm just gonna have this biscotti that I bought at the Shugendo, the guest house I stayed at, as I really like biscotti. It's a yuzu flavor. Okay, feels better. Let's go. Oh, it's a birds. I don't know which one. Oh, it starts to look in an open field, and I think that's the top of it. Wow, すげえ. Some people are already climbing down. I just greeted 2-3 people. I guess those people, got in the first ropeway that departed at 8:45. And then there is a board about the birds. 古獣から県庁コマドリ、オオルリキビタキホトトギス、山柄オゲラ、天中石経由. So it's like a different route, and yeah, got to be aware that I came from this way on the left. Okay, top of Mt.Ishizuchi. Right, let's keep walking. So it's Roteizu, and I'm now at the point where about 1,700 meters high. Okay, let's go. So now it's 12:15, so it's been just 2 hours since I started climbing, and then there's just 1 kilometer left to the top of the mountain. あと1キロ頑張ります. Well, this one is the fast chain. Okay, I'm gonna 結構急だねこれ. Oh well, let's try. Okay. Oh, this is pretty heavy, actually. 結構あるよねこれ. I wonder if I really can go up. Okay, let's try. いけるかな? Okay, this is how it looks. I don't want to go look down since it's so scary, so I'm just gonna keep going up, looking up and climb. Alright, I guess it's if you make sure grabbing the chain, I think it's okay. But if you just, 気を抜くと死ぬね。Okay. I think I just passed the most difficult part, so I think it's okay from here. こんな感じで徐々に上がります。Okay, I'm just done with the first chain. That was scary, actually. Oh, wow, you really have to be careful, always grabbing the chain. Okay. I guess it's not, if you're not doing like a exercise regularly, I don't recommend doing that. I do work out at least once or twice a week in the gym. Sometimes I can't, but usually I do. So I think, yeah, if you are confident enough, I think that's something worth challenging, I guess. Okay, let's go. So this is like the history about this Ishizuchi mountain, and then so it's said that this mountain has been an object of worship since the ancient times, since long time ago, and then so like in Taisho Junin 1924, which is like just about 100 years ago, the Matsuyama Koko, like a high school of Matsuyama, climbing team started climbing this place, and then later on 1968 the ropeway started running, and then 1970 there was like a Ishizuchi skyline was also opened, so that's when the many tourists have started climbing. And also like the skiing actually started like 1926. There was like a ski place for skiing also opened. That's Soari. Wow, interesting. So after I'm done with the first chain, I'm certain that it's advisable to make sure if you want to try, you really have to make sure you have gloves and also shoes that is not a sneaker. I think it's better to have like a running shoes or shoes for climbing mountains. I think getting closer to the top, like 600 meters to the top, and then there's like a gate of the shrine, and then there are people coming down. So right above that gate that I just passed by, so here's a restroom. So I think pretty much you don't need to bring a portable bathroom bag. Yeah. Oh, here's also rest area in here. Okay. Men's toilet. You can wear. Disposable toilet for winter. I see. Okay. 500 meters to the top. So on the left, you get the second chain, and then this one is a detour. Okay, let's go to the second chain. Oh, so the ground is a little icy this time. Gotta be careful. I think it's gonna start from up there. Getting hungry. Looking forward to eat something at the top. Where does it start? We're up there. Yeah. So here's the gate, and then that's the second chain. I don't know how difficult compared to the first one it is. Okay, let's go. Ikimasu. Yeah, one thing I've noticed is obviously it's longer than the first chain. Okay,頑張ります. That's kind of scary. I don't think I'm gonna try the third one. This is マジで怖い. Okay, I have just finished climbing up the second chain. That was scary actually. I don't want it anymore. I mean in some parts you know how to say, you step on, the ground was icy, so it was a little slippy. So that was very scary, I thought. It's not best to climb during this time. So that was a good experience though. Anyway, enough thrilling for me. Okay, alright. Let's go up. Now 400 meters to the top. Okay. I should drink water. So I heard that there are 3 peaks on the Shizuchi mountain, and then the highest is called Tengudake. But I heard that to get there, you have to go like really dangerous path, and then there's no chain there, so only people who are experienced can get there. So I will just see what it's like from the far. And then the one I'm going to climb is the Miyama. I think it's like the one next to it. Okay, let's go. Now it's almost 1:15, so it's been just 3 hours past since I started climbing. Then here's a chain road, so it's probably like the leading to the the third chain, but I won't be trying. I'm kind of tired anymore. So for the chain I did enough, and the important thing is don't force yourself. The safety is the #1 priority. So I'm just gonna keep walking. All right. So the higher you get, the windier and the colder it gets. Wow, it's getting colder actually. Let me see the temperature. So unfortunately the app is not located where I am, so you can't really tell how the temperature it is. Okay, 300 meters. Okay, もうちょっと寒いです。It's getting cold. I'm of course wearing a coat, and I think it's the temperature would be like 5 to 10 degrees Celsius, I guess. And see how the clouds are moving fast. So I'm gonna go this stair, and then actually when I was climbing up the second chair, I thought one point it's kind of felt really challenging to climb up, so I have to make my body touch to the stones, then kind of crawling up the wall. So somehow that's how I made it to accomplish the second chain. So not anymore, I guess. Just had a nice. あ、すいません、ありがとうございます。伺います。松尾です。I just had a nice conversation with the ladies who were coming down, and then the one lady is from Aso, from Kyushu, and then she says she's seen my car in Kochi, so just gave her like a paper with me with my activity. こんにちは。こんにちは。わあ、すげえ。Wow, look at that. わあ、つららだよ。あれこれ、あいつ something。わあ、すげえ。怖っ。わあ、うわ、怖っ。Oh my god, if you drop something, you can't take it back anymore. Okay. Let's get into the peak. I don't know. うわ、すげえ。See the clouds. うわ、怖っこれ。怖すぎでしょ。
3の薬行った？
3は行ってないです。3は怖いですね。2まで行っても。
天狗だけも怖いよ。
いや、ちょっともう無理ですね。
気をつけてね。お疲れ様です。
Wow, finally. Wow, it's already scary to me. Gosh. So yeah, I think it's Miyama at the top, one of the tops of this mountain. Wow. すごいね。すごいね。こんにちは。いや、あれか。あれは無理ですね。So it's the It's at the peak of this mountain. It's not a peak actually, so there are 3 peaks on this mountain, and then now it's 1982 meters high. And well, look at that. You really can't see anything on these clouds. うわ、怖っ。ここでもう怖い。もうちょっと前行ったらもう崖みたいな。Oh my gosh. So cool. Wow, look at that. 怖すぎでしょこれ。This is so scary. Oh my gosh. And then some people. 行ってるんですか本当に。いや考えられない。考えられん。いやすごいね。ここからもう見るだけで十分ですね。Wow, enough already.
あの上まで登るんですよ。
キャー。
うわー。
So that's the Tengudake, I think the highest part of this mountain range. And oh, I don't think I'm going there. It's just too scary. So like, yeah, people are climbing up there actually. Yeah. No way. 怖すぎでしょ。Wow. Okay, I'm done. 登りました。Okay, not that, but I think I'm good. I'm enough with this one. Yeah. And see the view on my back, only the clouds. And there's actually a shrine, so I'm gonna make a worship here. Okay. 再線を入れますか。Okay, I just made a wish for the safe journey. So behind this shrine, you can go up a bit. Okay. Oh wow, yeah. This is Ishizuchi shrine.
As I mentioned earlier, that this mountain has long been an object of mountain worship. There is a festival called Mt.Ishizuchi Mountain Opening that is held for 10 days starting July 1st every year. In the early morning of the first day, the leaders carry sacred statues as they bravely climb towards the summit of Mt.Ishizuchi. Many worshippers and pilgrims gather from all across the country for this festival of gratitude and prayer to the mountain.
A sacred place. So do not sit down, drink or eat in front of the shrine. Okay. Wow, look at that. Yaba. Look how that is. Wow. 怖すぎ。So now it's 1:45, just about 3.5 hours. And then I'm gonna share what I brought this time. So in some bag, I put all of these stuff, and like the water, these two, and then also this is something I really wanted to eat at the peak. Yeah, cup noodle, and then like burner, compact. This is something I bought for camping. These 2, 3, and then like gas, and stove, and then also pan. Didn't have like a bowl, so yeah, just and also emergency food snack. Okay, from now I'm gonna have this ramen 食います。It's takes a while to get the water boiling. I haven't seen it boiling yet, though it's already 5 minutes since I started doing it. Okay, now it's finally started boiling enough. frog soup, but this time I should. So it's like you go down with the chain and then get there and then go up there. Wow, there's a person going up there. すごい. I'm going there. Wow, I don't think I'm trying this time. Well, enough.
However, another part of me was asking, are you really okay not going there? Then, as I gazed at Mount Tengu, the highest peak, I noticed a man who had conquered the summit, then returned to where I was.
I've changed my mind, and then there was a person who said, who gave me really many advices. So I'm now going to the Tengu Dake. But I don't know. Don't think I'm going up to the top, I guess. But it's right. It's like this. Okay, it's like this. Hoba. Okay. Yeah, kawaii. Okay, let's go. Okay, it's not that bad like it looks. Okay, and then oh, it's like that. Probably 50 more meters. Okay, on the other side of this cliff, it's a totally like a cliff. On the other side of this rock, it's a complete cliff. So I don't want to see it. I reached the top. 着きました。めっちゃ怖いっす。でもなんとか大丈夫でした。Okay. Here is the things I wanted to do. Right. 来ました。Okay. やったぜ。So you really can't see nothing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back. 無事に下山できますように。Right. This is the path. You literally crawl on the rocks. Okay. Wow. So on the rocks, you see these arrows. That's things you can follow. And I think that part was like the hardest. It was like the most scariest part, I thought. And then compared to the chain, I thought this one is actually easier than it looks. It just looks so scary. Wow. Okay. Right. Look at that. That's so scary. Now I think I'm get over the most dangerous part. Okay. I'm glad that I tried. Haven't finished yet, but I'm back. わかった But I made it. Yeah, I have nothing to say. To do more. I'm glad that I accomplished to get to the peak of the western part of Japan. Good. So I'm thankful for the person who tried to get to the Tengu-dake in front of me, who came back. When he came back, he told me that, he is not very experienced about climbing, but he has, done all the 3-4 chains, then told me that compared to chain, I think getting to that Tengu-dake is easier. And I actually tried it, and then also he said it's like, once in a lifetime probably. I think so too, to me. So I tried it, and then I think compared to the chain, I think this one is better. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty much very satisfied with what I've done. So okay, now it's 10 minutes to 3. So I have about 2 hours left to the last ropeway. I'm gonna go down safely. So just realized, so this is a Tozanso. It's like a pension that you can stay, at the top. But it's now off season, so they are not open, and they're gonna open from next year, May 1st. Okay. Right. It last year it was open until November 3rd. Then now it's closing. Wow, such a nice view. すげえ. Came back to this point, 500 meters to the top. Alright, so there's 2 more hours to the last ropeway, so I'm gonna be, I hope I can make it there until by the time. Okay, passing by 1 kilometers point. Right, keep going down. So it's for 500 meters. I spent about 15 minutes, so I think I can make it to the ropeway at 5 o'clock. Okay, now 2.1 kilometers to the Joju shrine. That is close to the ropeway. Alright, I guess whenever you're going down, you really should keep a great care to the ground you're stepping onto. Otherwise, you can easily get injured, or slip, or stumble upon the rock and then twist your feet. So here, another 1 point. So there's 1.1 kilometers left to Joju Shrine, and I have about 60 minutes to get there. Okay, passing by the sign saying 100 meters left. Alright. I came back to the shrine, Joju Shrine. Okay, and it's now 4:15, so it's about 1 hour and 15 minutes since I started coming back. That's probably the ryokan. Since now it's 4:20, I still have time, so I decided to stay, take a rest inside this ryokan-san. And I just ordered soft cream since I'm really sweating. And yes, you see, there's a cat. Her name is Tama-chan. Tama-chan. Oh, she's trying to play with the insect. Hi. Hi. 逃げないではい。にゃおにゃお、いいねおShe likes to be pet. はい。そしてオーダーアイスクリームいただきます。I wonder when it is. 安永8年. So it was used for the chain. Wow, great pictures. 霊山しずち山. Wow, すごい。
明治30年。
あ、そんな前からやってるんですか。すごい。すごいですね。なるほど。じゃあ100年以上前なんですね。
そうですね。
すごい。ほりゃ。She let her go outside. Wow, she's gonna start climbing. So now it's 4:35. So before leaving, let's pet her again. Cat at the sacred mountain. じゃあね。Oh. Okay, bye bye. Okay, let's get to the ropeway then. See, that's Tanuki. See, Tanuki desu. Kawaii. Oh, it came out. There are two. Hi, konnichiwa. Oh, so cute. Oh, there's another one actually. Yeah, 3 tanukis. Oh, here's another one. Wow. Well, they are probably a family. 4 of them all together. They are like seeing me and asking, "What are you doing?" Okay. Oh, finally they start to leave. Never seen a wild tanuki like this close. Kawaii. My gosh, I can't leave. Please leave first. Okay, bye bye. じゃあね. Bye bye. Oh, look at that. Wow. Nice color on the sky. Then finally got back to the ropeway. Okay, finally get to the ropeway station. Yeah, maybe I made it back.
So I want to share how much time I spent for going up and down. So I started off at the station. After getting off the ropeway, it was about 10:15, and then going to the Joju Shrine, spending about 15 minutes. So I got there, the Joju Shrine, at 10:30. Then these are the chains. So I tried the first chain and second chain, and didn't try the chain of trial, very first one, and then the third chain. Then I got to the Misen, the second peak, 1:30. So it took me about 3 hours and 15 minutes from the station to the Misen. So altogether, going up is like 3 hours and 15 minutes. This is like, not trying like the 2 chains out of 4. Then from Misen to Tengu, it took me about 20 minutes going there and coming back. So after that, then going back to Joju Shrine, it took me about 1 hour and 15 minutes. Then from Joju Shrine, I spent at the Joju Shrine, like the ryokan, I spent 20-30 minutes. And then spent 10 minutes to going back to the station. So in all together, going down, it's like 1 hour and 45 minutes. So that's it.
I just got inside the first place to wait for the ropeway, and then I didn't record what's sold here. So here you can see towels, t-shirt, and then markup, and then caps, and then also like a senbei, and like snacks, and also ice creams. Okay. Yeah. And there might be I saw a map, and then I think there's like a hot spring after you got off the roadway. So I might try that one. And then Daichi. 降りますぜ。There's no one else? I don't know. I saw someone just started going up, and then told me, asked somebody inside the rest place, and he said, those people who just start climbing right now at 5 o'clock, they're gonna stay inside the hostel. Then probably in the morning they're gonna go up to the top. Okay. Yeah, I'm done with it. Pretty much. Okay.
前はほんであそこ落ちたのサメ浦ダム
えらい迷惑
楽しめます。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。Okay. Oh, this is like a ropeway. Okay. I'm glad that I got to the top of it. Yeah. Yeah, oh here. 夕方、7時までやってる。So there's a hot spring. 日帰り温泉。OK、温泉旅館京屋。どこだろう Yeah, just as I thought, there's a hot spring across the street once you get down to the street after you get off the ropeway. So let's get there. They are open until 7 o'clock. So here's the hot spring, Ishizuchi onsen. Here's the inside the hot spring. There's no one else, so I'm recording. And then bathroom, and then the inside is like this. It was very nice. Yeah, it felt really good after bathing. Okay, so I'm done. Okay, so finally I'm back to the parking spot. So it's my trike, and then I'm gonna drive back to Imabari city from now. It's pretty dark, but still it's 5:40 or something. Yeah, so it's good to have a bath, at the end of this day. And then, just reminiscing, trying to remember what something I forgot to mention. So I think looking back, so I think something I really think was important to prepare was this globe and also the shoes. Without these, I don't think I can make it to the attain the peak of the mountain. So yeah, that's something I really thought it's important whenever you climb mountain. Okay, so anyway, it was a great experience. Last time I climbed a mountain is like 2 years ago. Yeah, with my younger brother, in my hometown Shizuoka. Then I'm glad that I am able to climb the mountain like this. So I appreciate my parents, giving me a burst of the body, full of energy. So yeah. Okay, じゃあ帰ります。Alright, let's go back. Bye, see you again.
At the end of this video, I'd like to reflect on what I ended up doing to overcome my fears during the climbing, as it may be helpful for people facing the fear of challenging. There are 4 points. 1. Observe. Rather than giving up without doing anything from the start, observe the situation. This time, I made an effort to understand as much as possible about the summit's weather conditions, whether there were others attempting the climb before me, and the condition of the trail leading to Mt. Tange. Second, relativize. I was fortunate that there was a man who had conquered Mt. Tange before me. I tried to assess whether I could handle the challenge by comparing factors such as his experience as a climber and the difficulty level of Mt. Tange compared to the chain sections. 3. Phase. At first glance, the path of Mt. Tange looked terrifying, enough to make one lose hope. So I decided to try just a little at first. Instead of giving up entirely, I tried what I could, knowing I could turn back if it became too much. Lastly, follow your heart. And the last and the most important, I think, I followed my heart. Maybe I could call it instinct. This could be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Without a doubt, that inner voice was the main driving force that kept me on that foothold and gave me the courage to take on the challenge. When in doubt, listen to your inner voice. Even if the challenge doesn't work out, you can surely convince yourself better by trying than by not trying at all. When taking on any challenge, fear is inevitable. I hope these lessons I learned can serve as an encouragement for someone else's challenges. I'm really glad that I decided to do this climbing. In an era where technology has advanced and AI makes us question human purpose, I felt that this kind of experience, using my entire body, truly became something meaningful for me. Above all, I was able to experience the magnificence and the beauty of nature. I'm sure I'll never forget the taste of the cup noodle I had at the summit. 天界を抱く天狗に恐るるも、まこと見据えて不可をかにせん。天界を抱く天狗に恐るるも、まこと見据えて不可をかにせん。Above celestial seas, before the Mount Tange, though trembling still, with truth-seeking gaze, I shall transcend my limits. Above celestial seas, before the Mount Tange, though trembling still, with truth-seeking gaze, I shall transcend my limits.